Not advise my son to date women that are overweight. I tell my son that he shouldn't date a woman that's overweight because they come with issues. They come normally with mental health issues. They're very selfish. They need what they like.
Or is not going to be happy about this.
They need what they like. They're very low impulse. Most of them are on SSRIs. Most of them are all about instant gratification. And you see it all the time, like body positivity, Lizzo.
It's all lost the light if your husband hadn't asked you to?
Probably not, because I was on a lot of SSRIs.
But then would you advise your son to do the same thing that your husband did?
I would advise my son not to date a woman that's overweight.
I don't think it's healthy to base women on people on TikTok.
It's not only TikTok, right? It's all women all around. Like, there's a lot of overweight women that sit there and say, like, you have to accept me the way I am. No, you don't. You don't have to accept the person the way they are. My son does not have to date an overweight chick because she's having a feeling about herself.
No, he has to date her because she's someone he's into. He digs her personality. He likes hanging out with her. He's attracted to her. That's the only reason he should date anyone.
That's true if you are super into somebody, but you also need to have standards, man. Like, if a girl is not healthy, right? If she's not enough optimal health and you are not physically attracted to her, there is nothing wrong with very politely complimenting her, telling her how you feel, but telling her that something has to change. And also doing that yourself, right? You can't be a hypocrite, right? You got to be physically fit. You got to be doing the inputs. You got to inspire action in them if that's where you're setting a standard. And whether they do it or not will say a lot about that person. But let me continue.
And you should date anyone.
See, I think that men that are attracted to overweight women, most of them are probably have a fetish or they're low value men.
Yeah, I agree with this. I mean, physical fitness is a lot, right? It's going to gauge how attracted you are to somebody. That's the biggest thing. Attraction is very important. It's one of the top things, if it's not the top things. And anybody that says that is just completely coping. Attraction is absolutely huge. It's a complete must. And personally, if I had a son, I would tell him not to date them. I would say, look, this is an outward reflection. This shows their impulse control. This shows that they don't care much about their body. And, you know, it says a plethora of things about somebody, right? If you really like someone, then yeah. And if physical fitness really matters to you and they're sound mentally, inspire change in them. Do it yourself. Make it a journey. Do it together. But I would generally tell my son to steer clear, and primarily because I know my son will be physically fit, he will be financially competent, and I want him to date a woman to his standards and to my standards that I have instilled in him. Everything she said about the issues that come with overweight women in my experience are generally correct, although I had never dated one. Follow for more.